Hi, I'm Councillor Joe Horneck, and this is your October 4th City Council wrap. You know, have you ever had a friend to you say, don't worry, it'll only take a few minutes, and then a job turns into a much larger effort? Well, that was my job this week as chair at council. We ended up having over a 5-hour session. It was quite lengthy, and we had 3 really weighty topics that are all kind of works in progress. No final decisions, but kind of working out where is council going, what is the public feeling. So if you have a lot of thoughts on this, there's still lots of time to let us know how you feel. First off was the fireworks law review. So we looked at how we regulate fireworks, so it's the sales, how we do enforcement when they're being let off illegally in parks, and what we can kind of do to educate the public better to make sure we're using them properly. You know, we do get a lot of complaints from people lighting off fireworks at the wrong days, bad hours of the day to be lighting things off, and so it is a deep issue of concern for a lot of people, and we spent a lot of time on that. We also had representations from the public and the industry coming out and informing that. Next, we had the municipal elections information review. And so that's to talk about how we go out and we vote every 4 years and how we can improve our turnout. Because to be honest, Mississauga doesn't have a great job at turning out compared to other municipalities in our area. So we talked about, should we be using other methods? Should we be having more locations? How are we going to address that to make sure that people have their chance to give their say? It's really important for our democracy. And last, the really biggest one was one that had a lot of newspaper articles afterwards, was brought forward by Councillor Tedjo and Councillor Parrish to talk about building 4-plex housing on single detached homes units. And it's something that's been really taking speed across the country, getting going quite a lot in a lot of major cities. You know, we have a housing crisis. Anyone who reads a newspaper knows that. And so how are we going to address that? And this is one of the ideas that has been brought forward. The province has already made us take 3-plex as of right. And so this is to kind of go one step further and say, would 4-plex be appropriate? And where would that be appropriate? And what kind of regulations did you put around that? And how do you think about garbage and parking and all the other things that go around that to make sure that you don't wreck a neighborhood, but you provide more housing to people? So again, the big debate is actually going to happen next week at council. So next Wednesday is going to be the big debate. This is the notice of motion to talk that the big debate's coming. So if you have some thoughts on that, I encourage you to register to come out next Wednesday and talk about what you think on it. And the last thing I'll just say is happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy yourself with your family and have a great relaxing weekend. And thanks very much.